Hello everyone, my name is Yanagera, and I will show to you guys my deck list for my last tournament that I made second place with Sky Strikers. And usually if you see my content on this channel is in Portuguese. I'm a Brazilian guy, so I don't speak English so well. I'm not fluent, so sometimes I miss a word that I can say. And I made this deck profile in English because I see a lot of strange striker list, and I don't know why, and a lot of misplays. And if you see my content, most of my content are about Sky Striker. I play with this deck since 2019, and I have a lot of experience of this deck. So I will try to show you guys some of my thoughts about this deck list, and I will just give him a little note for my Brazilian public and other public than speak in Portuguese. E aí, pessoal, aqui quem fala é Nogueira. E eu vou falar para vocês um pouquinho, vou explicar um pouquinho. Eu tô fazendo esse vídeo em inglês porque eu recebo vários comentários em inglês. E então eu decidi que era uma boa fazer um vídeo ou outro de profile, porque normalmente os vídeos que são comentados em inglês, são perguntadas coisas em inglês, são os vídeos justamente de profile, que algumas pessoas perguntam sobre carta, sobre ratio de carta, sobre por que eu não usei isso, porque eu usei aquilo, e eu tenho que estar respondendo. Aconteceu várias vezes nos profiles de Paleo Frog, aconteceu um pouco nos de Sky Strike, aconteceu no Salmon Great. Então eu tô aqui para fazer um profile em inglês. Okay, guys, back to English. So I'll start with the monsters. I play with 3 Ray and 2 Rose. So that is the standard duration for Sky Strikers monsters. I try to play with just one Rose, but I feel very uncomfortable. Oh, sorry, uncomfortable. I feel very strange, so I can't say this word, even that I know how to write this. Um, I feel very strange to play with just one because uh, I believe 99.9999999% that at times that I lose to my opponents is not for uh, engine plays or something like this. No, it's just Imperial Ward and Spell Fragments. And Rose with Ray helps me to out this, so I can normal, special, Nightmare Phoenix, and pop. So because that I still play with two. So for hand traps, that is the fun part of this deck. Triple Ash, obviously. The most played card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now is Ash. Triple Bally, the people are starting to play with this Science. I believe Science Tritron gets big, so this card is really good. But with three brigade, this card gets insane because it can negate revolts. Is really good. Triple Veiler because I use the access code package like Hoxaline. Triple Impairment because it's another Veiler, is really good, negates effects. And in the tournament, I use a lot the effect of set flip to negate spell. Uh, I negate Imperial Order, I negate Harper Fetted Duster, I negate Pot of Extravagance, and so much cards like this. And to Nib, because people start to not respect the Nib in the main deck, and they here the people know my deck list because I post every single time on YouTube, and they know that I'm using Nibiru in the side deck Science middle of the last year, something like this. I think the last time that I played this in the main deck was in June, of last year. So this caught some people off guard. Uh, Take Nib and oh wow, main deck Nib. Yeah, main deck Nib. For spells, sorry, striker spells, triple Widow Anchor, 2 Shark Cannon, 2 War Zero, 2 of the burdens for the multiples. I think this ratio is really good. You can just took out one of these for another spell that I think is really necessary. Some hand trap. I can take it. I can take out one of these for the third need, but I feel very comfortable playing with two because if I banish one, I have another, and of course I is desires. So this card right here is the way you clear your opponent's field most of the time. You don't have uh, enough tech with your monsters to do so. Normally you use Afterburner with the second effect as well for back row removal. This is really good. And for one-offs, obviously Engage, Horror Drones, Wood Roll, and Eagle Buster. I believe one change that I can make in this deck is change the second Afterburner for a second Eagle Booster. But in the tournament, I think I don't have any issues with play with just one Eagle Booster. I believe this is really fine. It gets the job done. Most of the time when it is this engage draws a card. It's really good. One Rhoda and one Terraforming. So of course, I'm not playing with Mystic Mining, and it's for a good reason. I really hate the card. I really wanted the card get banned, so I took out for the rest of spells Triple Desires. And if you don't want play Desires, so please don't play Sky Striker. This is my opinion. Or I play Desires, or I play Prosperity. And Prosperity, I don't know how to play, how to really make the plays good and smooth and don't feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. Don't feel uncomfortable. Play with a card that you need to banish your link monsters. I most of the time I use all extract resources possible. So in the main deck is not like as much. I banish engage a lot of this, and in one game I banish all of window anchors and one of the burn, and they're still winning because get to card is really what you want with this card. For spell and trap removal, one Twin Twisters, one Cosmic Cyclone, and one Mystical Space Typhoon. Um, Before tournament start, something like 1 hour before, I'm playing with two Cosmic Cyclone and one Mystical. So when I start to looking at my deck list, I realized that if I'm playing against someone that I can't nib, I need a way to take out nib for my hand, and this is where Twin Twister came out. And I do this a lot of times because I play against Miss My Bird. I need this card nib, and against other guys. So for extra deck, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, 2 Hayate, 1 Kaina, and 1 Zeke. I took out the third Hayate because I really believe that you don't need the third. I never feel that I really need to use the third, and even when back in the day when I used Miss Mine, I believe there's very few games that I use the 30 Hayate. So I just took out one for a more flex spot. One Nightmare Phoenix and one Nightmare Unicorn. This unicorn here wasn't in Gear, so but Um, and no one here have dragoons. So dragoon, sorry, dragoons is mermaid, Atlantic mermaid, and of course, someone have here, but uh, no one here play with dragon. So I don't have any issues throughout most of the monsters that I play against. And I believe Unicard is really good because it's a generic removal, and sometimes this is necessary to out some things that I normally have problem out. So I think it is necessary, and of course I made access code after that, and it is really good because is a removal before access code hit the field, and this is really nice. This force sometimes a thing. And the access code package with half fabric Selene, of course. For the side deck, I use 3 Gameceo for generic removal. Like I say, no one here playing with Dragoon, but of course, if someone buy a Dragoon, I believe he don't say to anyone and just come to play. So I have some out. So I bring Game Shield. And Game Shield is a really good out for any monster that is really difficult to play against. So this is really nice. One Pancratops. Pancratops is really good. It's very generic. I can use this in a lot of situations, and I use it in a lot of situations. This this most of times um, a unique card that I want to see if I don't start with Link monsters, and this is really good. And the surprise for everyone, I play 2 Trap Eater. Trap Eater is a choice that I made because, like I say, most of the times when I lose, it's just because my opponent flip Unspell Fragrance or Imperial Order and the game is done. Like I look at this and oh my god, I can't do anything. This is really ridiculous. So I'm make the decision to play Trap Eater in my side deck because I can out some of those cards. All of continuous trap and some stuff like this. And not only this, but this this big guy here is Thunder, so I can make Hawk Fibers, and it's really insane. The second and third, Cosmic Cyclone and Twin Twisters for more back row removal. Two, Paleozoic Dinomiscus, because sometimes the thing that I need out is not a back row, and it's really hard to out. This is really good because it's very generic. I can out even a Sparrow Trap that are face up, like Imperial Order and Spell Fragrance, Secret Village, but I can out some stuff like Natura Beast or some ridiculous stuff like this, or I don't know, maybe a Dark Law on the field, Floodgate monster or monster that I can play around, some stuff like this with Sky Striker cards. So I make the decision to play with Dynamiscus in the side deck. This is really good. And the last card in my side deck was 3 different dimension ground that I never use because I don't play against combo decks. But the idea is if I play against combo decks and I'm going first, I just activate this card and he just pass the turn because he can't do anything. And this don't lose to back row removal that people usually use a lot of back row removal on the side for Sky Striker. That I believe is a mistake. So that is all, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll try my best to make more content in English as well, like deck profile or some of the other stuff that I made in this channel, made in Portuguese and in English. This profile I made first in Portuguese because it's my most public. But uh, if I have opportunity to make more content in English, I will do so as well. So thank for everyone to watch this. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications. I'll I'll make a note if it is an English content, so you guys will not get a bit lost if it is English content or not. And hit the like button if you like. Unlike if you, I don't know, dislike. Sorry, dislike if you don't like Sky Strike. I don't know. People hate this deck so much. I don't know why. This deck's so good for the game, and that's how make comments about. Please, please. My English is really bad. I know. I try my best to get better in English to make contents for you guys. So thank you everyone for watching and goodbye.